Well, we'll take you live now to New Delhi, where Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley is delivering the first APJ Abdul Kalam Memorial Lecture instituted by the Indian Islamic Culture Centre.
Any caste or community identification or following. And yet this country got inspired by Dr. Kalam and almost treats him till date as one of the important role models that India has seen. I've always tried to analyze the reasons why Dr. Kalam got to be regarded not merely as the president, which is an important constitutional office in India, but he earned the distinction of being the people's president. Even when about a year ago he passed away and left us, the kind of outpouring in his honor that this country witnessed is almost unprecedented. In an environment of cynicism, he was one man who represented positivism. If we all try and recollect from his memories, and Mr. Khan has had the privilege of working with him in Rashtrapati Bhavan for 5 years, we can't even bring out a single incident which showed that he was not positive. He was hardly ever critical, hardly ever self-critical, never cynical, never looked back at what was not desirable, but always tried to see a positive light out of every situation. And that is what made him truly inspirational. His connect with the younger generation was almost instantaneous. Even when this brief visual of him was shown, the 2 points that he made for being truthful, doing what you have promised, and promising as much as you can do, represented one real aspect of his personality. He entered the Rashtrapati Bhavan, he said, with books, and he was going back with books, which only embodies the fact that he realized the value of education. He realized that India is an overpopulated nation. And therefore, unless we can convert these human minds into a well-trained resource through education, the object of leading India to becoming a developed society may not be realized. I have a few personal memories. Probably his image that will become a part of our permanent history is his presence as the Chief Principal Scientific Advisor along with the Prime Minister, Mr. Vajpayee, at Pokhran when the nuclear tests were undertaken. From amongst all his images, I think that will probably be his most defining image, because that was his greatest contribution as far as this country was concerned. And yet he was a man of great humility. He used to live in a small apartment when in Delhi in the Asiad village. And in a garden behind the Asiad village, I used to see him almost every morning, despite his great respect and stature, having his morning walk. When in the summer of 2002 he was chosen to be the candidate for the next presidency of India, I was asked to go and meet him and brief him on the role of the president. This was again.
That was Finance Minister Arun Jaitley delivering the APJ Abdul Kalam Memorial Lecture at the India Islamic Center in New Delhi, recollecting the kind of person that the former president was, the people's president, and of course the fact that he was always positive, always ebullient, always looking forward. We've just marked the first death anniversary of the former president just a couple of days back, and this was in that context. News